Hello, everybody. This is Eric Small, and I'm coming back to y'all live. And I'm in my school real fast, and I wanted to come in here and talk about Screen Queens yesterday because I wanted that was like it was a really good episode yesterday, and I really wanted to review it and everything. And sometimes I be like reviewing like after the episode, but I didn't have time and everything, and plus something had came up, so I hope y'all understand if I do it right here. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into it and everything. So, Zayday is apparently, like, we still trying to find her and everything. And Dean Munch is sitting up there calling all the students into the Kappa house and everything and telling them that they're the students most likely to be killed by the murder and everything. And I'm sitting up there looking like Dean Munch. Why? Okay. These are my questions here. Why don't y'all have a search team searching for Zayday and plus? Are you the killer? Because I'm even though I love Jamie Lee Curtis, y'all, but I know she's crazy and everything. But this is my thing here. Why is it like the dean? This is my thing here. If one of the students I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all see me? If one of the students go missing, aren't y'all gonna have like a search team searching for them and everything because they don't want that on them? You see what I'm saying? Because some schools don't, because it's a bad rep. You know what I'm saying? That goes along with one of your students coming up missing. So as that was going on, everything. I think it was Chanel number 3. She was sitting up there saying, "Are you going to close it for Halloween? Are you going to? Oh, can y'all see Mr. Light Good?" And she was like, "Okay, are you going to close it for Halloween?" And then she was just like, "Okay." She was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna close it for Halloween." And she was just kind of, and I'm looking at my disgender and everything. But back to what we was sitting up there saying, she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna close for Halloween," but at the same time, the dean, she was looking like, okay, finally one of the girls is talking sense and everything, but she really didn't want it to be closed for Halloween. But this is my thing here. That stops the killer from, you see what I'm saying, from coming into on campus and everything, and being able to kill somebody. Because really, the killer has been walking freely around and just killing everybody, and nothing has been done about it. And we have lost, some people have lost their lives, and somebody lost their arms too. But this is my thing here. I wouldn't still be there. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have got out of Dodge and everything and Zayday somewhere in the basement, and they done put her in a hole and everything. She sitting up there hiding, talking about help me, help. And I'm sitting up there like, Lord, do anybody? Oh my God! And then y'all know who I think the killer is. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm getting real sick because it's cold outside and everything, and y'all see I got my coat on. Yeah. So like I was sitting up there saying, and and I think the killer is the lesbian. Like the Chinese girl that likes girls and everything. I think it's the lesbian. But the predator. I think her name. I think what Chanel called it, the predatory lesbian and everything. But this is my thing here. I feel like with Chanel and everything, even though to me, she doesn't give off the same. I'm trying to get the light. Is this a better lighting, y'all? I'm trying to get where the lighting is so y'all can better see me and everything. Even though it's um, even though it's 6 something here and everything, I don't know whoever's watching this video is probably a different time somewhere else. But yeah, oh yeah, that's a good light right there. And the way things happening and everything, and then with Halloween coming up, the killer can just walk around freely and just kill everybody. And then what about if somebody and like somebody dress up, if everybody dress up like the devil costume, in the devil costume, who we gonna know who the killer is? You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And I'm just sitting up there looking like, y'all. And another thing is whoever Zayday, because Zayday, oh my god, and I'm looking like, Zayday, what did that chocolate syrup and nacho do for you? I don't know, it looks nasty, it looks just so nasty, but I don't know. It looked good, it kind of low key looked good at the same time, but I was just like, okay. And then when they was up there trying to find Zayday, they got Nisa Nash, the security guard. They gonna sit up there and elect her, and then they sit up there talking about Chad that slept with. I was like, Lord, Chad that slept with everybody in the school. He slept with all all the women in the school and everything. And then the dingo sit there and sometime about how he got in the school. You know how he got in the school. He probably had to sleep with you to get into the school. But that, you know what I'm saying? But that's none of my, that's none of my business. But I'm looking like shit. He just slept with everybody in school, and they sitting up there reminiscing over their time that they done had with him and everything. I'm looking like, Nisa, you done slept with him too? And she was like, shit, everybody done slept with Chad. And I'm looking like, Lord, they put out and drinking. They sitting up there reminiscing over the time they done slept with him. And then Jamie sitting up there talking about it was hard for her, talking about if she feel like she would get poked to her end. And I was like, Jamie, really did she really like she was just getting stabbed and like it was just a horrible experience for her when she know she was Lord, and she just so dark, and I love it. But I was just sitting up there like and Nisa that talking about she loved it, then talking about she sitting up there and she sitting up there talking about she done left on her security guard after and everything. And I'm sitting up there like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's how I was the whole time. And I'm sitting up there like, what is going on here? Is we trying to find Zayday? And then with Chanel, they done snitched on her, got her put in jail and everything. They done got her, they went in her classroom and got her. And I'm sitting up there like, what is going on? And then she was just like, and she was sitting up there because I guess she had like her little I think her little assistant and everything up in there. He was sitting up there helping her on her test and everything. And the teacher had pointed her out, and he was like, "There she go right there." Cause when the police had came looking for her, somebody, yeah, I think it was Chanel number 2 that had told off on her and everything. But it didn't stick, and I already knew she was gonna jump in. And did y'all catch that whole little? I would say, y'all, did y'all catch that woman up in there that looked just like what's her name off of Orange is the New Black? Go back and look at it. If y'all didn't catch that, if anybody didn't watch Orange is the New Black, go back and look at it. Sophia, look just like Sophia. If y'all didn't catch that, go back and look at it. But yeah, and she was sitting up there talking to them and everything. She was just like, "Oh my God, I don't know how I ended up here and everything." And she already knew her daddy was wiring money to that prison anyway, and she already knew that she was gonna her dad was gonna go back and wire that money. She wasn't even gonna be in there long. And the girl was sitting up there telling her, the friends that you make on the inside will be your friends, like for life, like for life and everything. Like that's a real friendship. And she was sitting up there like, like, and I was like, and then after she was like, oh, like it touched her and everything. And as soon as I wouldn't even say 2 seconds later, they were like, okay, Chanel, your bed has been lifted. And she was like, bye, losers. And I was like, Chanel, really? Really? Did you really just do that? So I was like, okay, so after she had did that, she had went back to the Kappa house and everything, and she was just like, okay, who did it? And she was sitting up there looking all over, and I think it was Chanel number 5, I think, yeah, and everything. And I'm sick, y'all, but yeah, Chanel number 5, she had posted her bill and everything, and I think the predatory lesbian was there, and she was just like, okay, you and the girl that used to have the neck brace on, she was sitting up there telling her all what Chanel number 2 had said, and the girl that eat the candle, she was sitting up there telling her such and such what she'd have been on saying, and then Chanel had on her and I think the theme of the costume that they was gonna be wearing was wives of the president that's got assassinated and everything. And Chanel number 2, she wanted to be the costume that Chanel was going to dress and everything. But at the same time, I was like, is that so that was your reason for you to sit up there and tell on her? And then I don't know. She did, when Chanel had confronted her, she did say that she didn't do it. But at the same time, the way the scene had happened and the way everybody was telling her that she did do it. But the girl that used to have the neck brace on, I think she was the one who had told on her and got her put in jail. So I'm sorry, y'all. It's people over here. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think she the one that had told up on her and got her put up in jail. So if that was sitting up there going on, and y'all trying to get a good life. Yeah, that's a good life. And as all that's going on, the killer is running rampant. And then when they finally went to go find Zayda, oh my God, y'all see this thing? Lord, it's a big old mosquito up on here. But anyway, y'all see me? Okay. And when they went to go find Zayday, it was just like, okay, and they gathered all the girls in the Kappa house, and I think it was and I think Grace dad and the girl that he and the woman that he's with that's obsessed with the natties and everything. She apparently stuck in the natties. She was sitting up that they had went to like the house and everything, and the way the whole scene was set up, it was like Zayday was in on it because her favorite. You remember her favorite food was nacho chips and chocolate syrup. So the way it was set up, it was like all on the dining table and everything, and it was just set up like a whole dinner. And when they went to go find her in the whole pit thing, it was like she was gone. And I'm sitting up there looking like, oh, it's a setup. And then as soon as they found that, cause that's what I was thinking as soon as I saw it. And I thought it was a setup. And then as soon as they went up in there, the lights cut off, and I was like, oh snap, because the killer had night vision goggles. And I was like, oh, so you see what I'm saying? Like it's about like somebody about to get killed in the dark. And I was like, shit. And then Nisa, the security guard, she didn't even bring no flashlights. We ain't got no flashlights to sit up there and see. You see what I'm saying? Cause the killer could sneak up on one of us and everything. And I thought one of them was gonna die there. But what we found out and what was revealed that the woman that Grace dad is sleeping with, she is in on it, and I knew it, and she could just confirm what I was sitting up there thinking the whole line. And I think they're so trifling. And then I think an episode back ago, they were sitting up there saying how the baby was a girl, and the woman that was sitting up there with the black coat with the black cloak on, she was living in that house to take care of the girl. I already have my theory on who I think it is. Y'all know who I think it's out of the Chinese girl, the girl, and I think it's Grace that cause you remember when they was in the house and all the lights got cut back on because the security guard had tased the killer, and apparently when she left the room and everything, and she told the woman to stay right there. And then all of a sudden, when they come back, she gonna sit up there holding her head, saying to me, "Oh, the killer hit me with a bat." Where was a bat in the room? I saw nothing but stuff that they use, like hardware stuff, everything. Where was the bed in the room? And she gonna sit there and lie about that. And then Grace Daddy, I saw when they made eye contact. See, I see y'all. I see even though, can you see me? But I see y'all. See, that's what I'm sitting up there saying. See that, and y'all not fooling me. And the whole time, the security guard sitting up there trying to blame Zayday. I knew it wasn't Zayday. I knew it wasn't the girl that used to have the neck brace either, Lord, and the mosquito just eating me up, y'all. And I'm sitting up there trying to hurry up and do this video and everything because I want to talk about Screen Queens. And I want to know what y'all think. You see what I'm saying? Because anybody that watch Screen Queens, y'all should watch it. It's a good show. It's by the person that makes American Horror Story. And this is my review on Screen Queens. And I think what else here? And at the end, also at the end of the episode, I missed something. At the end of the episode, the woman was up there walking, and the person in the devil costume was like, walking behind her, and I already knew she was in cahoots with him, and she was like, and I thought she was gonna walk around and thing like this. Where have you been? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, oh, I knew you was behind it. I knew you was behind it the whole time, and you not fooling me. I got my eyes on you, and that's all I got to say, y'all. Bye.